What is your definition of leadership?
Leadership. Okay, leadership is, I'm thinking of a leader. Leadership is, like the act of bringing people together, and unifying them towards a specific goal.
Give me an example of someone who you think is a great leader and why.
I think the best example of a leader is probably someone like Martin Luther King, because they didn't have power, they didn't have authority over people. They led people by example and by message, and they unified them based on common goals and not based on oppression or, trying to manipulate people. It was just unifying people on an idea and strengthening them in that idea.
What is your definition of leadership?
Well, I think it's somebody who has integrity, who also listens to everybody, listens to their opinions, be responsible for their mistakes, and also have a positive attitude.
Give me an example of someone who you think is a great leader and why.
Good one. I'm going to say my mom. Everybody knows her. She's a drug and alcohol counselor, so she has dealt with a lot of stuff for over 30 years. She's retired, but she's still working, so I think she's a really good leader.
What is your definition of leadership?
Someone who is responsible, someone who takes, who's held accountable.
Give me an example of someone who you think is a great leader and why.
Oh man, no, I'm totally blanking on this. Okay, think great leader. Okay, Winston Churchill. There you go.
Awesome answer.
Why? Kept the country together. Very strong. Never backed down. I think that's good enough, right?
That's great. What is your definition of leadership?
Someone who takes charge, leads by example, sets a positive role model for everybody.
Give me an example of someone who you think is a great leader and why.
My dad, he's been in the Marine Corps for 27 years.
Heck yeah.
He's the highest ranking individual in his office, so clearly he's leading in some way.
What is your definition of leadership?
Leadership is someone who shows confidence and is able to guide people to do what they should accomplish.
Give me an example of someone who you think is a great leader and why.
Obama, because obviously he's the president, but also he has to take into consideration a lot of different decisions made by, not decisions, suggestions made by his advisors, and also take into consideration what American citizens want. And he also did deal with foreign policies and everything. So he's a good leader.
Yeah.